Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to some more Let's Play Slay the Spire! I'm currently rendering video, and that makes it difficult for me to play and record certain games, so I thought I'm gonna do some Slay the Spire over here, because if we, drop a few frames while I'm rendering in the background, it's really not gonna hurt Slay the Spire. So I think that's gonna be peachy keen. So, we're going to be playing a run as the Defect. We did do one on stream relatively recently that ended very unfortunately right at the end. I thought we had a win under our belts, but not so. Oh, this is going to be a very good branch over here. I'm running mods to colorify the map and let me make marks like this. It's going to be good. Our goal is to try to hit as many elites as possible, which is going to be a challenge because elites are super hard on Ascension mode 18, but to win at all on high ascension modes, you have to go kind of YOLO on Act 1. Try to get as many relics as possible. I mean, really, you kind of have to YOLO the entire game. But especially Act 1 and to a great extent Act 2. You got to take risk. If you lose, well then, you just reroll and start. But it's pretty good because it's going to be Campfire Elite, Campfire Elite. We can actually do something like this as well to hit this Campfire. This Elite... Well, we're taking the Owl's Lament because I didn't have all the choices. And the plus 7 HP isn't anything. Normally, so you want to make sure to draft a few cards before you first elite so that you have the best possible chance of beating them reliably. With Meowth and Lament, I think we will go and do this route. Don't take Meowth instead of something good to take a snipe, but since we didn't have anything good, plus 7 HP is nothing. We're going to go this way. Maybe we'll get a snipe. Maybe we'll get a bunch of hallway fights in here, in which case we'll get to the boss with, high quality cards, hopefully with decent hit points, but that should be okay with Meowth's Lament. So that's going to be pretty good, because we're going to hit 3 elites in Act 1 here, which is going to be really handy dandy. Alright, so there's our plan. That's going to be good. We'll just go and boop these two. Excellent. And we're shopping, hopefully, for a decent attack to add in. We're not going to take Storm. Storm is, honestly, I don't know if it's ever worth drafting Storm. It's not bad when you got creative AI and it happens to generate a Storm, and then you might get some free channelings, but it's a really weak card overall. Cool-Headed is, it's got some nice stuff later on when you get bonus energy and stuff, but right now it wouldn't help our speed. We're going to grab a Leap, even though I'm really hoping for some attacks. I think this is going to be fine. Now, Pain sucks a lot, but we're actually hitting a lot of question marks. There's a reasonable chance that we'll hit an event that lets us remove a card, or shop, which would also let us remove a card. I think we're going to take Pain, because I think there's a good chance we're going to be able to remove it before it causes a huge problem, and we're going to have Warp Tongs, which will randomly upgrade one card in our hand every single turn. So, not as dependable as just choosing which card to upgrade, but I think it's going to be pretty good. The interesting thing with Tongs is it does allow us to play a slightly bigger deck if it comes that way. I'm going to keep going down question marks because I was going to say it's going to be very important to hit something like that. There's no deal-breaking stuff over here, so I'm going to be very happy to just remove, get rid of the Pain, and now we're actually pretty decent situation over here. Strike got upgraded, so we did get one fight on one of our question marks. We still have one more charge on this. I don't like any of these picks. Honestly, Sweeping Beam is really not terribly strong, but I think at this point it's worth grabbing because, I mean, it does as much damage as a strike, but it does AoE, it does draw, so it's strictly better than the strike, and we'll need it now. But it's not going to be something that we're happy to have in our deck in the long run. So at this point, we're probably hoping to dodge a fight here. We did not, but at least we'll go into the boss fight with full health. I think it would be a mistake to draft Echo Form right now, because a lot of times in Act 1 it'll just be a dead draw. Echo Form lets you win the game, but it does not let us win Act 1, whereas Ball Lightning helps us to destroy Act 1. I think I have to go Ball Lightning here. Fuck it, let's just take a risk. It's probably going to be a short run, but that happened. Now, this is probably the fight I wanted to see the least. I would have cried a little less if we'd started with our AoE here. We'll probably get our Echo Form on the round where I was going to say where 2 are attacking, where it's going to be that much more important for us to block. Not that we have a block in our hand, but what we're going to do is we're going to Sweeping Beam, draw into that, which is going to be fine. If a dual cast, if I knew it was going to hit this one, I would do it, but I don't. I think I'm actually just going to use a Zap, because, well, that would have to hit 3 times to do more damage than a strike. You know what? Never mind. We're going to do this. We're going to take a butt ton of damage over here. Ow. Ow. kind of a weak draw. What are you going to do? Still take 2 more. At least as long as we draw an attack, the sentry will die here. Alright, Sweeping Beam is great. Defend, and... there's no way we can kill... Well, with a dual strike that lands just right, there's a chance we can kill him before he attacks, but it's pretty unlikely. So I'm just going to hit the sentry in the back, and this should guarantee that we can kill him before he attacks again. You can see how they add 3 dazes in here. Okay, didn't hit the guy in the front twice. That would have been kind of annoying. They add 3 days from their effects. It's so much worse than baseline. Oh, we're blocking over here. Pollutes your deck, because you're early on, you're hitting these guys. You got a pretty small deck as is, so you're drawing those zaps all the time, and it's just crippling. We did get through this pretty okay. Okay, we did draw 2 strikes. Shovel 4 more relics. Well, that's not bad. Okay, now we do have an interesting set of choices over here. Heatsinks does lead you to do a power deck, but I think right now it's kind of stupid to pick. Capacitor, we usually want one thing at least that gives you extra orb slots. So I think grabbing a capacitor here is going to be fine. Rip and Tear is a crap ton of damage, and this boss really is a race. Actually, do I not take capacitor right now? Do I just take Rip and Tear? We don't even have that much orb generation. Right now, capacitor is actually not going to do anything for us at all. I'm going to take a Rip and Tear, even though it's less good in my deck long run. If we were going to go through the shop, I would grab the Curse. But we are not. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal. I'm going to come here. And so upgrading is nice, but since we have the tongs, we don't need to upgrade as much, and we do have the shovel, we're going to want to dig aggressively. So I'm happy I took the heal, so we didn't have to worry about healing here. Lantern, start with energy first turn. It's not bad. Treasure Chest, Kunai, 3 attacks in a single turn, gives us a dex. Might not really be terribly relevant here for the defect. There'll be, you know, fights here and there where it might trigger a dex, but that'll be it. We did just get a crap ton of money here. Does that change our plan? No, it doesn't change our plan. We're going to come here, we're going to dig, get a peace pipe so now we can remove cards, okay? We got a lot of campsite actions. Alright, the knob is here. We do have plated steel. Good, because that'll be harder to cast later. Alright, it's nice when you get to spend all of your energy on the opening move with the knob. It sucks when you draw a bunch of blocks on your first turn. You're like, really? Alright, so we'll keep the idea out for the plated armor. Most likely we will use it. A Rip and Tear here is going to be very nice for us. I think I do dual cast. We'll plated armor, and I'm going to drop 1 defend here. Yes, we're boosting his strength, but he's actually fairly close to being dead. Maybe not as close as I would like. Do we actually gain hit points by doing that? I'm not sure. Anyway, there's our kill. I think the Rip and Tear was a good pick. Choose a... Okay. Well, we want to bottle the Echo Form. I mean, I should have checked here first. We'll take the self-repair. Now, how am I feeling hit point-wise? The interesting thing with this boss is you actually don't need to come into him with a lot of H points because his first attack is scaled based on how many HP you've got. I might want to consider a heal for this elite to make it easier for us to beat him, but I think we're going to YOLO here with the dig because this has the highest chance for us to win overall. Fortunately, we didn't get anything that'll help us in the fight. The triple fight here is probably going to generate a decent amount of damage, but we can get the Echo Form down on this one, which is going to be really good. The Rip and Tear versus the Defend here is an interesting choice. I think I will Rip and Tear. The fact that it hit the same person and the orb is actually kind of good news. Now, we have the Echo Form. We've got to remember that that's in here. I think double casting the Defend is how we have to go. It's tempting to double cast the Sweeping Beam, but we have to make sure we survive this. I should have Sweeping Beam before the block, the second block, because then we would have seen what we were drawing. But I don't know if it would have changed. Well, technically the Repair would be better than a Defend in terms of net hit points, but there's a good chance we can draw the Repair later on. Yes. Echo Form that. just do this. I think I'll accept 1 point of damage, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit you. I'm getting, a few procs in the kunai. It's really not something we can rely on. I guess I'll echo the rip and tear. Fortunately, it's going to be a bunch of unblocked damage over here. Damn, these, like, triple dazes on Ascension Mode 18 is just brutal. Now, I was going to say there's a good chance we can kill him. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just double Sweeping Beam. And then finish you off. Alright, we're low. Duvidel doesn't... Well, I mean, I guess it starts with 1 strength. Do I just grab a second self-repair? Streamline's not bad. But I think I will. Now, the problem is this. You don't need a ton of health to deal with this guy, but 15 feels awfully low. He will open... Is it just going to be... Does he hit for 6 plus another 6 for every 12 health you've got? So would he only open with 12? And there's a good chance we could block some? Because I want to go maximum greed here with a dig. You know what? Let's YOLO all the way. Because if we don't die here, we're going to be in really good position. This might just be the end of the run. But we do get to ethereal form right away. We get to hit him for a little bit of damage. And we'll end our turn. Yeah, so there we go. See, 12 damage. So it always does a 1 times 6, and then he does an extra 1 times 6 for every 12 points of health you've got. We'll drop a leap. I'm going to get rid of the self-repair. I mean, so we're going to partially, but not completely heal after this fight, so it'll help. I think I'll zap here rather than the strike, because I think this zap will effectively generate more damage. We could double drop a self-repair here. But I think what I'm going to do, since this fight is a race, because he's going to load shit into our deck, we're going to do that. We'll defend 1 time. We will drop the self-repair. Mostly because I didn't want it in my deck. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to do. I could double cast the zap. I don't think that's the right... In fact, here I think the thing to do is to double cast the defend. Yeah. Do that, and then the rest doesn't really matter. We don't need to double cast to defend. I don't think I want to double cast dual strike. So we'll just double up on the regular strike over here. We will leap 1 time to not take damage, and then we will hit you that way. We do get a point of defense, which is alright. We don't need to worry about that. I think I'm going to double cast the Sweeping Beam. Rip and Tear for 16. Dual cast does 16. But the strike does almost as much, and then leave these orbs here. Because in a sense, the strike will do 10 plus 3 because of this. Depends on how quickly we rechannel it. I'm just going to go and strike. But here's where it's going to get scary. He's boosting his strength. He wants to swing for 16. I'm going to double cast the defend. We do have the burn as well. I mean, I don't need more block. So now he's only hitting for 8. We're going to double cast the strike plus. Just on the off chance that this draws something more interesting, but I don't see how we would possibly cast anything other than this to not take damage. Boom, boom, boom. Do that. Give me some more burns. But, okay, and here's the big attack. Can we kill him this turn? Yep. He's taking 40 from that. Okay. Our risks, I think, are paying off. We can't take Meteor Strike here. We can't. Thunderstrike is an excellent kill card. We don't really have that much lightning channeling now, but we will. Creative AI is the greediest play. I mean, you're sort of like power deck winning combos, Echoform and Creative AI, and then just block until you get like a killer set of powers set up. I mean, we've been doing greed. This is the greedy option. And the thing is, Thunderstrike doesn't do much for us right now anyway. I guess we'll take that. We don't have to cast it. I mean, I wasn't gonna skip. We don't we do have the Duvidal, so we can get +1 strength from the curse, which is the curse that can never be removed. 3 random relics is interesting. We can just get more relics from this. We can also transform all strikes and defend. That might be a little too nutso right now. Don't think I like that idea. The Black Star will theoretically give us, probably as many relics as the Calling Bell does without giving us the curse. Now, it doesn't give them to us right away, but I think we'll take this, despite the Doobie Doll, because we're not, I don't think, building up to a strength build. So we got Knight 420, except he's going to be 440 on this one here. How's our pathing look? We do have a lot of money. Okay, we've got a couple ways to get early shops, which is nice. Shop into 2 elite, or shop into 1 elite. No campfire in between them. Question marks into this, into that. There's this shop over here. I think I kind of like this route. The biggest problem here, though, is going to be, like, 3 fights if we go to the question mark. Into elite fight elite. I think that will just potentially end our run. We want as many relics as possible, but we don't want to die doing it. Whereas, I do want to hit a shop, though. There's a shop here. Okay, what we can do is take, like, this route. I'm not sure. We might do the Flame Elite if our health is good. Otherwise, we just question mark. And then we can come down this way and do that. So, both of these branches have an elite. This one here would have a campfire. If something goes really wrong in those first 2 fights, we might have to bail on the elite route and do this, but we can still re-merge over here. So, in the end, we will fight 2 elites. We will get an early shop because we have tons of money. Okay, let's do it. You gotta remember that extra campfires is that much more valuable here, too. Do I Echo Form here? I mean, I think yes. I don't think we bother Blessing of the Forge here. Actually, yes, we do. It doesn't matter for the Echo Form, but it gives us the Zap for free. It makes self-repair a little bit better, which we will put down. Like, these guys, we can just tank and let them run away with some of our gold. It's not the worst thing in the universe, although I would prefer to kill them, obviously. I'm going to double cast Defend, and we'll regular cast a Defend. Oh, draw an extra card. Because we can't guarantee the dual cast will hit the same person, I'm just going to go and cast it that way. He's already bailing, which is annoying. Dual cast the Sweeping Beam. But I think what I have to do is I have to double defend so we don't take any damage. I think I'm going to have to abandon the hope of killing these guys. We're just going to, you know, take advantage of the fact that at least we're going to get a bunch of healing, I guess. We might still be able to kill this guy. We can't kill this one. I will use this first anyway. Because, I mean, he's already dead because of all this. Yeah, no, I do have to just hit him and kill him. So we'll get some of our money back. Not all of it. I might have been able to do that in a slightly different combination. But yeah, we are going to get a ton of hit points. We got a bunch of our gold back. Scrape doesn't really do anything for us. Recursion I like. We really need to be able to channel some darkness. I'm actually wondering. I think I do need some extra offense. We need a Ball Lightning in here. Echo Form. And we'll Ball Lightning. Now this guy will give us hexes, and these will even get doubled up. But I'm going to go ahead and wail on him twice that way. It's not really a race with him. I mean, maybe I should double blocked, but I want these. I don't know. Do I block at all? Yes. Oh, I could have gone Kunai for an extra dex. I need to remember that. I could have done it in a slightly different order. That's a frack ton of damage. Well, the self-repair does effectively gain us more HP. We'll do this. We'll get doubled. I'll still block, and then we'll strike one time. We do have a lot of dazes in our deck. But we might be able to lethal him next turn. Oh, he's not doing anything this turn anyway. So you know what? Double self-repair. End turn, not casting the defend. And then if we draw a decent attack, we can just... Oh, well, you know what? I can just... Well, I got a million different ways of doing it here. Eat that. The fact that Cool Head is already upgraded is nice for the extra cards, but I'm going to go for a Chaos. We need some orb channeling, some powerful orb channeling. Alright, we'll go here. We've got some discounts. A skill that could start in our hand. I don't think there's any skill that we are desperately concerned with having in our opening hand, so it's not necessarily there. Just this isn't terrible. Like, Mango is the best of the hit point ones, I think, with 14. So max and current, which isn't bad. We can remove some cards. I don't think I'm going to buy this, because you have to buy a lot to get back the cost of that. A Doom and Gloom wouldn't be bad, but just removing some strikes would be a good way to go as well. Let's remove a strike. I think I will add a Doom and Gloom. Don't think I'm going to buy any of these. Oh, I was going to say, they replaced themselves. We got the same one twice. Do we want 2 Doom and Glooms? Darks, AoEs, that's good. Do we want a capacitor? I mean, we can likely get a capacitor through creative AI, like cycling, so maybe it is on sale, and it might be nice. 2 Gloom and Dooms. Might be a little on the expensive side. F it. I'll grab the capacitor. Oh, and a defrag. Oh, does it replace power with power? See, Storm's not that great, except we do have creative AI. I would have liked another defrag, but okay. I think that's okay. The nice thing with power is they don't really grow your deck the same way. We're likely going to want to use some potions here. $18 damage, which is nice. Let me grab this. We will put down the Echo Form. I'm going to do this because it's going to pop a level off your shield. I think I'm just going to do this. Killing him does make us vulnerable, so he's going to start strengthening up now, so we want to start messing with him. We've got the double cast. I don't think we can creative AI here, unfortunately. I think what I'm going to do is a double cast the leap. And then we're just going to bring you into kill range for next turn. That will make us vulnerable. Okay, we can kill with the Doom and Gloom. Do I want to delay the dark one as much as possible? No, I want to Doom and Gloom first. Oh, I forgot it was double casting it. I should have defragged it first. So, self-repair will effectively give us more hit points than the block, especially since our armor is currently broken. Having, like, the broken armor and vulnerable at the same time is pretty bad. Did we just die here? They can't burst him down. So I'm going to double cast this. I'm still short 1 HP. None of this saves me. I've done weird thing. If I had doubled the dual cast, actually, 24, 48. I still had some block, but then I would have had enough. I could have actually killed him. That was a mistake. I didn't do the lethality math. We actually could have, because it would have double cast the dual cast, and we would have won that one. Yeah, pretty sure. I just looked at the numbers like, well, there's no way we can kill him, right? But no, double casting the dual cast and then doing like 1 strike, I think would have done it. Oh well. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.